Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. In addition, because right about now, I'm the program director at the senior center. In order for me to increase capacity, it's a vaccine mandate, but they still want the requirements, restriction of 6 feet. We don't have the space for that. So we don't know that once we come back in person, because of the city, are they going to mandate everybody that comes in has to be vaccinated? It's a lot of stuff to look into. And again, I'm concerned. I'm just as concerned as William with the Omicron and things that are coming up. So there's a lot of things that, to me, I go to work on a daily basis, but I'm in a controlled environment because I know who's vaccinated. I know all my staff is vaccinated. We get city funding; it's mandated. So I know more or less and who the general members are, and I have a small group, so I can control it. These things, I'm still concerned. Although there'll be security, I'm still concerned that people's being, really, how do I say, not careful.
Yeah. Well, all I can tell you, neighbors have had the triple shot, being the 2 vaccines and the booster. And I just spoke to them. They all tested positive, so they have to quarantine. It's crazy, man. They're not going to be hospitalized. They're not going to be very sick, but you still pass it on. I was at a function yesterday for fundraiser for Jamadi Williams, and I couldn't do it today, but tomorrow morning I will be tested. Anytime I'm in a function, even though I'm wearing double mask, I took it off to take a picture with Julia and Antonia, but we were away from people. But I'm doing that all the time. I'm with groups of people. It's just, it's, so I pray things don't things get better, but we have to, as the bylaws, prepare ourselves that we may be in the same scenario. Now, I spoke to Steve. I know this is not part of our committee, but I just want to get your feedback. I think it's in Sante's commission committee that's marketing and outreach. And Steve and I spoke about, I think we really have to spend time training fellow community board members to be up to speed with WebEx, because it was pretty bad in the last meeting I attended with Parks Committee. And I don't want to mention names, but everybody could have a brush up. And there's some of us that actually needs a person there to show them how to operate, because they just can't find any of the buttons. And that makes us look so bad to the community. That
we had sorry to interrupt you, William.
Huh?
There was plenty of opportunity for people to take training. I see you are one of them. There was 2 trainings, I think. And
I'm not arguing, but
I'm sorry, our fellow peers, whatever, committee members, they did not participate. A lot did not participate. Steve, were you at that one? Remember the WebEx training?
Yeah, went to that. But I think some
you
people
saw our attendance. You saw the attendance.
Yeah,
very low. I was there.
But if somebody is having a very severe problem, I think it should be flagged and they should be connected to the board office to work it out. And so during I guess it was the Parks meeting or the outreach?
It was
we wasted like 20 minutes, and it was just so disruptive because the member they couldn't get it right, and they had other people on her line, and it was a whole thing. But that's that's not for the bylaws, so.
No, I'm just sharing that. Just like I said, this is not for this committee, and I told you, I didn't have to take WebEx because I work for the city. I'm very familiar with it. My office paid for Zoom not to use WebEx. That's how bad, etc. But I'm familiar. And it has glitches. I cannot use the hand function, so I always say I apologize. Everything else works, but the hand function, it has glitches. But there are members. I don't want to mention names. They are totally lost. And they're highly respected, and they're very strong leaders in the community because they have a history of helping the community, and they need the help. And it just doesn't look good for them as well as the committee. So I just want to share that with you. Steve knows what I'm talking about because he was at the Parks Committee.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what the outreach committee should be talking about, and not about economic development. Right. So,
what was the particular issue that this person has? I'm just curious. It's something that.
Well, weren't you there? Maria, weren't you there at the Parks Committee meeting?
I tell you, I don't know where it was this morning.
I love you. And same here.
So yeah, I mean, let's.
But let me tell you something. When I use my iPhone, it's absolutely amazing. I'm on my iPhone now. I get that. I get everything on my iPhone. A lot of our members have iPhone. And let me tell you, I've done laptops, I've done my iPad, I've done computers. And I find that my iPhone works more efficiently than anything else. This iPhone is amazing.
That's your comfort right there. And I just there's some community board members have zero comfort no matter what device they use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, okay, my question is back to the bylaws. Where does that leave us to picking dates and having agendas and so forth and so forth? We don't know whether we're going to still be virtual. We don't know whether we're going to be in person.
But we can't do anything today because in order to get dates, we
And
have
we
to
don't
vote
even,
on
yeah,
it.
we can't even vote because we don't
We have
have
to
a
vote
We
on
quorum.
can
dates
vote.
without
mean-
quorum.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
Yeah, do you need me to send a request to modernize the bylaws to Chairperson Fuller?
But we can't do that now because we have to speak to in
No.
respect to our fellow board,
Well,
other
I
No,
bylaws
think-
committee
so
members.
if you read the bylaws, it says that that's what just has to happen. Anyone just has to request. So
right.
I could
And-
do that as an individual and even just a board member. So, but then that way she can then send it to you guys and then you know that you
We
will
can
have
pick a
an
date.
agenda
That's the
item.
date. That's the way I've been operating, is if
Yeah.
someone sends a request to her, then I will pick a date. And
Right.
I think this is what I wanted to say in the beginning, but I said we really can't vote on it, was the bylaws committee should suggest that the bylaws committee would meet when there is a request for a meeting, because that's not in the bylaws. And it states we got to meet at least 4 times of the year. And I'm like, if I don't have a request 4 times out of the year, why am I meeting?
Well, I think at the very least,
Well, you'll have to meet regardless because of the election, because you have to meet in April to call it. So it's like the bylaws always should have an April meeting scheduled because it's in the bylaws that they have to meet to do the election.
Well,
the
the
bylaws.
bylaws
Finance
says,
committee.
I mean, the committees have to meet at least 4 times a year. So if they
4
meet
times
once
a year.
quarter, you can pick the dates. We can work around those dates. It helps when you're doing any kind of planning. We say, oh, well, this committee has a meeting coming up. We can schedule something for that. So at least if you have 4 dates, if you just agree on 4 dates for the year, you at least cover that portion of the requirement. That the
Okay,
committee
that's what I
has.
was wondering, if we would be able to do that, even though we
And-
don't have an agenda attached to each of those dates.
Yeah, and I mean, every committee that I've been on for the last 5 years, if I feel like there's a significant number of members there, even without a quorum, we have a consensus recommendation.
And you don't need the agenda till 5 days before. You can put the
Yeah.
date in, but it's the agenda has to be at least.
All right, so well, let's not
Okay.
stay on here all night. We have a holiday that people want to get ready for. Let's pick some dates. Do you want to meet in January or February? This is diciembre.
Well, I would say,
I personally would say February because January 1st is going to be a change of city council, borough
Yeah.
president,
Yeah, we got a whole lot of
Mayor,
changes coming
waiting to
in.
see
controller.
yeah,
We
what the
need to see
governor
how-
does.
Yeah, see
The
how that
governor
plays
does
out.
with the open meetings law.
Okay, I moved the
Yeah.
calendar to February.
Yeah.
By then we'll have some real data so that we could
Yeah.
actually discuss something.
Okay, the middle of February, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Valentine's
day.
Day is the 14th.
I don't think you want to meet on
We-
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is the
No, can we
14th.
do the third week? The
Yeah, I
third
don't want to
week.
get divorced, please. Not that
Okay,
day,
the third
please.
week we have Washington's birthday observed, which is President's Day on that Monday. So you have the 22nd, the 23rd, or the 24th.
I'm open
No
for all 3
holidays in
days.
between there, right, Marie?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
No holidays on the 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, 24th of February.
Let me just check because I gotta go to another calendar.
We had so much heat over here in housing. My neighbor and I had our doors open half the night last night because we couldn't breathe. That's why I sound the way I sound. My allergy kicked in horrible.
Yeah, I'm working here trying to find places for my neighbors to get tested. I got 12 calls. Like I said, it's crazy
Crazy.
now. It's crazy.
No, housing sent up an abundance of heat. Even with your air conditioner on
Yeah.
and the windows open, you couldn't breathe.
And if you complain, you lose your heat, you know?
Exactly. You stepped on the floor was hot. It was
I'm having
super
it.
hot.
We're not housing it. We're having it too. The radiator goes on. I think our boiler's confused. Since we have a mild
Something is
winter,
confused.
I think these boilers are all confused because we're having the same issue. I have my ceiling fan windows open. It's ridiculous.
I need to
But
get a
we're
hold of
not
that.
housing.
We haven't had a housing meeting since I don't know when either.
Yeah,
Those
even
are some
at
of the
my
things
job,
that need to be discussed.
even at the senior center, the heat is like, I don't know if our boilers are all confused. You know, it's been a mild winter.
Last year, this time we had a snowstorm. Did we lose Marie?
I just had to open another
Just good
calendar.
looking.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Ready?
so I believe the board meeting was moved in February. So
Yes, because it was gonna fall on Valentine's. Yes, it
right,
was.
so that I think takes up the 16th.
Okay,
Right.
we're looking for the 22nd.
Wait,
Right now I have it open.
The Valentine's Day is on the
14th.
14th. The full board meeting I show on the 8th,
Oh, it's on the 8th. I know it was moved for some reason.
but that's the second Tuesday.
Well, that's
so
the
it's-
second Tuesday, is the 8th.
Yeah,
Right.
but something was going on, and then we said no Valentine's. I remember.
Right,
Yeah,
but
so-
the 15th she's asking about. I don't know. I don't have that marked out on my calendar.
No, the 22nd.
We're looking at the 22nd because you know the 14th is the week people want to be whatever. I'm not involved with anybody, so
Just us. We'll have a date.
But you could be. Julie.
Hey, what
Be
happened to your
prepared.
wife?
You want me to say Tuesday
We're
the
modern-
22nd?
we're sophisticated adults here. Come on.
Yes, Marie, the 22nd.
the
Okay.
22nd, Marie, if that's available.
Okay, so then you want to go down for something in the next quarter, which would be May?
So we're supposed to have something in April, right?
April, yeah, April.
And that would be what, nominations for the election?
I don't think that has anything really to do for the bylaws committee.
I think it's a procedure how it's gonna conduct the elections, right, Steve?
Yeah, but but nominations aren't affected, or I mean, yeah, I don't, the April thing we're okay with that. I don't think we have to do anything with it. It's the nominations and then the election, normally in May and June.
But what does that have to do with us? We don't conduct that, do we?
No, I thought it
No,
was,
but
there's a special committee. The
Right.
election committee is supposed to do that.
And we put in the bylaws
Well,
the flexibility. So
we
I
have
think
mentioned-
deferred to Jerry with the virtual
Oh,
situation.
April is crazy. That's close to Easter. I'll be tired.
But wait,
Yeah,
but
and
we had,
Passover
but
too.
didn't we, Steve, Julia, didn't we discuss until the situation and the bylaws, didn't we make a clause that we would continue until anything changes? We did put that in for whether it's virtual, whatever meeting for elections or what have you, roll call, whatever meeting.
No, I think we
I
made
think we
an
put in
exception
there.
for 2020.
I think it says 2020.
But it also includes, I think we covered that until, because we didn't even know about this pandemic and we were gonna have relief. But we did put that clause until we can get back to business as usual.
I thought there was a clause there also.
Yeah,
that-
there was business as,
Because
to
we
business
didn't,
as
we don't know
usual.
what the future's gonna, be like.
Oh man, this is not the one that's been updated. I thought I had the corrected one. This is the one I wrote all on.
Is the most recent one November 20th, November of 2020? That's what I have.
No, that's not the one I have. You have it in front of you?
Yeah, what do you have?
Can you go to page 5?
Page 5. Okay,
I marked it up for what we were going to say, so it should be on page 5. The elections.
yeah, it says, elections will be held at the regular, oh, wait, we should back up and do nominations first.
Okay.
Nomination procedures. At the regular April meeting of each year, chairperson shall designate an election committee composed of 5 members. Prior to the May meeting, the elections committee shall canvass the board member by letter or phone to advise them of procedures. I think this is like an outdated thing that could be, updated, but, at the regular May meeting, Elections Committee shall make a report to the board. I don't know about what. And then the nominations, the regular May meeting, nominations from the floor will be entertained with the exception of the regular May 2020 meeting, where instead at the December 2020 regular meeting, nominations from the floor will be entertained. All nominations from the floor must be made at the May meeting only with the exception. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think you're right. So it's just.
So it goes right back to where we started because we said with the exception of
Right.
June. Okay.
Yeah, because, yeah, we
2020.
just, because the 2020 elections were moved to the, I guess, what was it? December and January, so we had to,
Mhm.
so I think, Sonia, I think you're right. I think we might be covered.
Yeah.
Yes, I
we
remember.
left
Yes,
it-
thank you.
We left a little bit like little wiggle room because we didn't know, you
Right.
know, and unfortunately the worst scenarios we're still dealing with.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I was looking at my notes and I remember I don't know what I did with my bylaws, but I think that's for something that we're hanging. So I don't know, other than anybody brings new proposal or something new to revisit and really
Yeah.
look at the outdated of our bylaws, I think that's what we should focus on. So a lot of things I was reading that were pretty interesting. So I thought that if our fellow members would like to join us, we can discuss and look at everything at length, really
yeah,
look
Well,
at
that's
what
something
really
we need
needs
to put
be.
down as
Yeah.
one of the meetings we're gonna have.
yeah.
Okay, so we're going past April. Are we gonna go back to March, or are we gonna go behind April and go into May?
I think that's way too. I think we have to go before April.
So we should go in March.
Yeah, at minimum.
But
Because by then,
we're going to February.
But why can't we do April? Like
Exactly. We're going to February, then April.
what about
April, April is Easter, and I'm on my board at church. It's a
right,
crazy
but
month.
that's, 1 weekend, right? And then,
No, it's like the whole month. It's like crazy. I'm looking at this calendar now.
okay. And Passover is,
Passover's on the 16th.
yeah, but in
Got Palm
Orthodox,
Sunday,
it's a whole week.
Good
It's over a
Friday.
week. It's over a week.
then
Or-
there's Easter week, and
It's 8 days in,
too many days.
yeah.
And it's in April.
Yeah, what about the last week of April?
Okay, the last
That'll
week of
be
April
after
looks like
Easter
it's
and
cleared.
after Pesach.
I'm good after April. The last week, I'm good.
I'm open.
Anything in that month, Marie?
Last week of April.
I don't have anything yet. We're still waiting to, get from the committee.
Well, we
The
don't
only
have
thing I
any
have is
religious
designated
holidays
as
or
the board
nothing in the
meetings.
last week of April.
Yeah, what isn't, SLA usually, was it the last Thursday? Is that what they usually do?
Tuesdays, I mean.
Last Tuesday.
No?
Well, my feelings, we only meet a few times a year, so we have to just do it.
How about
you
the
know?
27th?
I'm good.
Good, sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay,
Uh,
that's two.
Steve, do me a favor, forward me the bylaws you have.
Okay.
Yeah, you got my email, so I'll look, that way I can review it properly. As Ryan suggested, to streamline it and
Marie-
highlight,
Do you-
But we,
Send
I
it to
forwarded
me
it to you
too,
guys.
I don't have.
I-
The
I
I
forwarded
took mine
all the
28
bylaws committee, the
online.
bylaws. You guys remember?
What was that?
I forwarded the bylaws, Maria sent it to me. I forwarded to our committee members and the bylaws. Gotta check those emails. I forward them to every member of the bylaws committee, to Jan,
last
to
month.
you guys. Yes, few months ago. Remember, Marie? When we
Wait,
requested
I'm
it?
sorry. You mean,
Yeah, you
what's
did.
that?
The new bylaws I asked you can send to me and then Julia.
Whatever the current bylaws that I have
Yes.
that's printed, that's, you want that distributed to you?
Yeah, because you had sent it to me and I forwarded to all the bylaws members. But William
I-
says he needs it. but
Yeah, I
think that-
apologize, but I get like 400 emails a day.
But
I
should-
know, honey, but we all get 400 emails a day.
Yeah, and I'm
You
just
gotta
right
be on
now,
point.
I'm going through tracking CB emails and I
Yes.
still haven't
But
found it.
Marie's gonna do it, okay?
Thank
Thanks.
you.
See your hand, Ryan.
In
Question.
addition,
Ryan has a
Kelly-
hand up.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry.
shouldn't our bylaws be posted somewhere on our website?
That's exactly what I was going to.
Okay,
say
because
also.
like, yeah, thank.
They
A
should
lot of other
be.
boards do that, you know.
Yeah, there's a 2018 version in a document cloud that I got from a Google search that I thought was from the website. So I think there is an old version posted. I think it needs to be updated.
Yeah, November 2020 is, I think, the most recent version.
Online is June of 2018.
That's the one that I had in front of me. That's the old one.
Yeah.
It should be 2020. So if we could get that posted some kind of way, Marie or whoever would be posting it, that needs to be posted. Okay, so we've got to April, May, because the next month is what? Election?
Yeah, I mean, that's two. So
That's
could you the other two
I
and
thought that was 3.
after the break? I mean,
Got one in April.
we're doing
Yeah, we got two.
February. We're doing February and April, I thought, and then could do one in the fall and one in the, you know, the early winter. You know?
Yeah, because I don't like to meet in the summertime because I disappear. February.
Yeah, I will be
April.
gone for scuba diving for 3 months in the summer. So,
Oh, excuse me.
hey, I'm retired now. I got a life.
That's what I mean. You ain't got to go to work. You disappear.
Yep.
Okay, guys, can we focus? My husband's almost home for dinner.
Okay, so what are we looking at? Okay, we're not looking at May, June, or July.
Yeah, how about September? How about September or October? That's heavy holiday month. So,
What, September?
September
Yeah.
is
you know,
So
Yom
what, Labor
Kippur
Day?
and,
Jewish holidays. But
they're
October's
late.
safe. You
well,
know.
see, I have my
Late this
Christian
year.
calendar. I don't see the Jewish holidays.
Yeah, they're late. They're late this year.
Oh,
So,
that's right. It moves a lot. Okay.
yeah,
So September should be good.
Rosh Hashanah is the 26th.
yeah.
So how about up in between there, like the 12th, the 13th, or the 14th, 15th? I
Well,
don't like Mondays. Let's move to Tuesday, Wednesday,
No.
Thursday.
No, September 13th is a board meeting date.
Yeah, that's the second Tuesday of the month.
So any day after that'll be okay.
The 14th, the 15th, the 19th. No,
Sure.
don't look at the 19th. The 20th.
Yep.
Yep. I'm good.
The 20th?
Yeah.
Okay,
Works for me.
got it.
One more, guy. One more. Octubre.
Want to do November or December? Want to do December again?
November.
December?
Sure.
Yeah,
why
Hanukkah.
not?
Hanukkah is from the 18th through the 25th. So either before sometime, like the
You mean in
first week of
October?
December or the second
Or
week of
November?
December. Or November, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know,
The board
Thanksgiving-
meeting is the 6th of December. So,
Yeah.
that place, all the meetings will probably be
So
gone.
Thanksgiving's the 24th, so we could do it the week after Thanksgiving. Like the 29th,
the
28th
29th,
or the
that's
3rd,
fine with
sometime.
me.
29th? Okay.
Oh, wait, is that the SLA committee night, Tuesday?
Yep, that's the 4th Tuesday. Don't they meet the 3rd?
Oh, there's five
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tuesdays.
That's the 5th Tuesday of the month.
So I think we're good then.
Yeah, because they're gonna meet before then.
The 4th, they meet the 4th one, right?
I believe so. All right, so we got our 4 days in. Okay, Ryan,
Perfect.
I see your hand up again. Where are you?
Think that, sorry, it's on the phone. I thought I put it down.
No.
Let me put it down.
So you wanted to propose some things, so now you got a head start because you got some dates that we have proposed meetings for.
Yep.
And you can send it out to Dialis.
There,
and
yeah.
We could go from there.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do we have to vote on these dates, Marie?
We can't vote. There's no quorum.
We can put it
Yes, we
tentative?
can. Yes, we can.
That's what we're doing. We're
Okay.
putting them tentative, but I think
Majority?
we're gonna get these dates anyway.
Aye.
Marie, we good?
Yes, you just have to present the dates, that's all. You don't have to
Those
are
vote
the
on the
dates.
dates.
Yes.
Those who weren't here, if they can't make it, that's on them. They had almost 2 months to decide whether they could get into this meeting.
So
But
let me
that's what-
see, you have the 22nd of February. I missed the other date. I didn't, for some reason, I didn't write it down.
All right, hold on.
4/27? Was that the date?
February,
February 22nd,
Right.
April 27th,
September
27th.
20th, and November 29th.
All right, I got it.
What was the September date?
September 20th.
Okay.
920.
And then 11/29?
Affirmative.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm good.
sounds good.
good?
Happy holidays, my friends.
Everyone have a great, great holiday. I say Merry Christmas. I don't know if anybody else does.
Happy
And Happy New
holidays.
Year.
Happy holidays.
Safe.
Happy holidays, every single
Namaste.
day.
And please be safe. I'm trying to find testing sites for
And
my
duck
neighbors
when
right
you
now.
come on Kingsland Avenue.
Happy
Duck on the
Kwanzaa.
car.
Yep.
Okay,
Happy Kwanzaa, people.
Happy
Bye, guys.
Kwanzaa. Yes, we're
Kwanzaa.
having one
Stay
Saturday
safe,
at
guys,
St. John's.
please. Be
All
Stay
careful,
safe,
stay
everyone.
Look forward to our next meeting, guys. It's always a
Amen.
pleasure.
all right.
Amen.